Hey everybody, it's Demetrick here from It's the Dems World, and I'm trying to come up with a solution. I have a problem. The problem is, now that I've built my basement workshop down here, everything has been pretty good, but the problem lies is winter is coming. And these basement windows have little to no R value whatsoever. The cold air just blows in. It's going to protect it, but I don't want to cover these things over all winter long. I mean, there's not too much light down here to begin with, and to close off these and put plastic and insulation over wouldn't really be worthwhile. So what I'm coming up with is an idea of something I can insert in with a couple handles when I'm not down here to keep the temperatures at bay, utilizing these this framing that I put in here when I was building it. So I'm going to come up with an idea of pushing in a insert that will be insulated and then being able to pull it out when I am working down here to give me my light, my fresh air, and if I need to exhaust out dust. So let's come up with a solution. I think I've got a good idea, and I'm not working off a pattern or a plan, so I'm going to kind of wing it. So be patient with me and we'll see what we can make. Okay, so I got the internal frame all created by this 1/4 inch. I resawed some finished pallet wood. And that will fit perfectly inside of the cavity of the window. And now I want to fill it with some rigid foam insulation and then cover the front of it, put a couple handles on it. I was able to borrow the truck and got my supplies. Home Depot was nice enough to cut a luan for me. I got some 1/4 inch luan there and got it down to the 14-inch widths that I need. I got a massive 4 by 8 foot sheet of this rigid foam insulation, and it's a good 2 inches thick there, and that should fill the cavity good. And then this will sheet it right down the middle there. Perfect. So what I'm doing here is I'm just taking the internal frame and laying it over the piece of foam. I've marked the inside where to cut it, and actually when I cut this piece, what worked best for cutting it, believe it or not, was I don't think it's like a back saw or a Japanese saw, and it was easy for cutting it through. I'm sure you can put it on the table saw or the band saw if you got a big enough one. But now what I'll do is I'm going to lay this inside of it, mount it together, and then I can put the face on it, and well, let's continue working on it. Let me show you what the next step would be. Alright, so I cut these brackets, which I'll put in the corners. Tack them into place here. And then we'll be able to put the foam in. I'm just going to screw that into place, but it looks like it's tight enough. Okay, now all I have to do is go ahead and I'm going to put this in so I can position what the front's going to be like. So if I pop it in here. Alright, so it fits in good there. I'm going to leave this proud just a little bit. And now I'm going to line up where I'm going to want the face. And what I did is I put these brackets in here so I have something to mount the handles to, and I marked them underneath so that I'll know where the pins are. I'll go ahead and mark that out of where I want to put this. Okay, and what I'm doing is just putting a couple of these little plugs in here to make them look nice. Okay, well there it is in place, and essentially I'll leave it there. It's got the foam insulation and it should keep the air out. And then when I'm working down in the basement and I want either some light or some exhaust out, some dust or something like that, You simply pull it out, and I'll probably hang it here or find a place to be able to put it, possibly in the rafters, kind of makes the most sense. And then when I'm done, and I want to keep the house warm in the basement, I just slide it back in. But anyways, that's what it looks like in place. Alright, thanks for watching. Again, this is Chris Demetrick from It's the Deb's World. And hopefully it inspires you to come up with an idea of your own, but thanks for watching.